Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a grid of spots using for loops in Construct 3. So see you in the video. Okay, let's get started. Click on new project. I'm gonna call this snake game in a size of 1080 by 1920 portrait mode. Let's create the project. First thing I'm gonna do is copy this size and paste it on layout size. Okay, now I'm going to change the layout name to game and event sheet to game sheet, and here change the layer name to PG. Next thing I'm gonna do is changing the loader style to percentage text. Alright, let's close this tab. Okay, now I'm going to create a spot object. So double click here, search for sprite, and let's load it from my assets folder, spot.png. I'm going to put it here and change the name to spot. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is creating a few spots vertically to look like a column, and I am going to repeat that column a few more times to make it look like a grid. So I do these actions only using for loops. So let's go in game sheet, add event system, and here on a startup layout, and just hit B button to create a blank sub event here. Double click on it, system, and 4. Okay, we have 3 values here. First one is the name. I'm going to call the name y and start index to 0 and end index to 7. That means every action I add here will repeat 8 times because of this. 0 to 7 will repeat 8 times. Okay, now I'm going to add my spot object. So click here, add action, system, create object, and spot on layer PG and on position of 300 by 300. Hit done, and let's debug the layout and see how it looks. Okay, as you can see, we have 9 object of spots. First one is the existing object that we should delete it at the start, and we have the other 8 objects that on a position of 300 by 300. Okay, so let's just delete this object. Click on add actions, a spot, and search for destroy. Alright. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is change the value, change the position of the spots to make it look like a column. So just go in here, 300 plus loop index of y that we set that here, multiply by space between each spot. So the space is going to be 100. Okay, let's run the layout, and as you can see, we have 8 spots stick each other. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is create or set a little offset between each spot. So for doing that, I'm going to add action, spot, and set the size of spots to 96 by 96. Okay, you can see here there is a little offset between each spot. So I'm going to repeat this column of spots 4 more times to make them look like a grid of 5 by 8. So let's go and do that. Here click on this event and hit B button, then copy this event and paste it here. I'm just changing the name to X and changing the end index to 4 because we want to repeat the column 5 times. Okay, I am going to bring these actions here and change the value of X to 300 plus loop index of X multiplied by 100. Okay, let's run the layout, and as you can see we have a 5 by 8 grid of spots here. Okay, next thing I want to do is creating 3 variables for end indexes and spot size. So right click here, add global variable. XX is going to be 5, YY is going to be 8, and I just copied this variable and paste it here, and I'm going to change the name to spot size, and it's going to be 96. Okay, let's change the width to spot size by spot size. Okay, now I'm going to change 7 to YY minus 1, which is 8 minus 1 equal to 7. Okay, and 4 to XX minus 1. Okay, let's run it and see. Okay, that works perfectly. Here we can easily change the values and see how will look. Okay, I'm going to change the XX to maybe 10 and YY to 16. Alright, let's run it, and as you can see we have a big grid here. So in the next video I'm going to show you how to put the whole grid in the middle of the screen using cam trick. So thanks for watching, see you in the next video.